Deep Rock Galactic. It's loud, over the top, and unapologetically chaotic co-op fun. 4 dwarves working for a ruthless space mining corporation, diving into alien-infested caves to fight off hordes of bugs, all for a paycheck. There's shooting, shouting, occasional friendly fire, beer, a banging soundtrack, even more bugs, and of course, mining, mayhem, and rock and stone. It's stupidly fun, weirdly satisfying to grind, and dangerously addictive. Whether you're vibing on Hazard Level 2 or sweating through Hazard Level 5, Deep Rock Galactic is a blast to play with friends. Deep Rock Galactic is a masterclass in co-op game design. Not because it reinvents the genre, but because it perfectly understands what makes cooperative play satisfying and leans fully into it. From class-based roles and procedural caves to dynamic enemy waves, every part of Deep Rock is built to foster teamwork, communication, and improvisation. It's chaotic, but clear. A game where you feel powerful, but never self-sufficient. In an era where many multiplayer games chase live service trends and bloated progression systems, Deep Rock Galactic stands out by keeping its design lean, purposeful, and refreshingly player-focused. It proves that co-op games don't need gimmicks to succeed, just strong systems, clear goals, and a shared sense of challenge. The gameplay loop of Deep Rock is what makes it such an incredibly fun game to play. It's super satisfying. The game centres around 4 dwarves who orbitally drop onto the planet Hoxes for mining expeditions. The standard gameplay loop involves a main objective to complete, along with a secondary objective for bonus rewards and procedurally generated mining loot within the missions themselves, from crafting minerals to rare cosmetics. The main objective depends on the mission type. It varies from standard mining expeditions to egg hunts, hunting massive dreadnoughts, or protecting the drill dozer as it bores into a massive heartstone at the planet's core. This variation of mission types, combined with the randomly generated caves, means no 2 missions play the same. There are multiple biomes too. Hoxes has a variation of biomes ranging from freezing tundras, radioactive caverns, or sand-swept caves. Each biome plays differently, and this is just another tool that Deep Rock uses to keep the gameplay experience feeling fresh. Then there are the various enemy types. The main enemies are called glyphids, big alien spider creatures that have a taste for dwarves. There are a variety of these glyphids, from swarmers to acid spitters or the huge, hulking glyphid detonators. Throughout each mission, glyphids will swarm in waves periodically to keep gameplay moving and push the dwarves into combat scenarios. What the waves consist of is usually random, so there's no telling what combination of enemies will show up to make things difficult. All of these gameplay mechanics help build a fluid and constantly changing gameplay loop that never gets stale, keeps things interesting, and focuses on keeping the experience fun. And all of this grinding feeds back into the other half of Deep Rock's gameplay loop: classes and upgrades. The Space Rig, the main hub area for Deep Rock Galactic. This is where customization, class upgrades, loadouts, and more can be selected. Let's take a tour. Starting off with the main hub area, this is where you can customize loadouts for each of your classes. There's a variety of weapons to choose from, both primary and secondary, and all weapons are unique to their class. For example, only Engineer will have a grenade launcher, whereas only Gunner will have a minigun. This encourages class changes instead of just sticking with one class and getting comfortable. Deep Rock encourages you to try different classes with their different weapons. All weapons can be upgraded, making them more powerful, and then there are matrix cores. These are blank cores that have turned into matrix cores that give weapons powerful changes, or sometimes cosmetics. The 4 classes are Gunner, Engineer, Scout, and Driller. Each has a unique ability or tool that makes them a vital part of a coherent team. Gunner has a shield that protects the team and regenerates shields, and a zipline launcher to help the team get around. Engineer has a platform gun allowing him to build makeshift walkways and 2 automatic turrets that target enemies for him. Scout has a grapple launcher allowing him to zip around the caves rapidly, and a flare launcher to light even the darkest caverns. And Driller has powerful handheld drills to carve through terrain quickly, and satchel charges for clearing bugs, caves, or scouts. Within the space rig, we also have the Abyss Bar, Medbay, Barrel Hoop minigame, and more. The Abyss Bar is where you can have a drink, have a dance, or get a buff before your next mission. The Medbay is where you'll respawn if you fail a mission, or if you hurt yourself goofing off in the space rig. The Barrel Hoop is a minigame where you can kick barrels into a moving hoop that has no pattern or repetition, and has an incredibly aggravating achievement, more on that later. Overall, the space rig is as much a part of the game as Hox is itself, providing a fun hub area to mess around with other dwarves. It's a central part of the gameplay loop, allowing you to customize your dwarf, pickaxe, weapons, upgrades, and more. The gameplay loop, while in mission, is satisfying, and the grind feeds directly into all these facets of the space rig, giving you multiple rewards and goodies to grind for. Deep Rock has a really over-the-top comedic atmosphere. Everything is over the top. The weapons are over the top, the voice lines are over the top, the soundtrack is over the top. Everything's turned up to 11, making for an adrenaline-fueled, wildly fun gaming session. It really captures a sense of brotherhood, camaraderie, and teamwork. While the dwarves often give each other stick, when someone does go down during a mission, it usually results in a monumental effort to rescue that dwarf and do everything possible not to leave them behind. I know there's been more than one occasion where I've gone down and I've suddenly become priority number 1, and vice versa, when one of my teammates has gone down, I immediately try to get them back on their feet. The atmosphere is usually very fun and chill, especially on the lower hazard levels, but hazard level 4 or above is where things start to get a bit hectic. Bug waves are far more frequent and aggressive, and the atmosphere becomes less laid back and a lot more frantic. And when you call for the drop pod, the rapid scramble to get back as fast as possible so you don't get left behind can be super intense, because once that timer is up, it's leaving, with or without you. The atmosphere and tone is Deep Rock is a perfect blend of laid back and comedic fun, all the way up to intense, sweat-inducing difficulty, and it's completely your choice on what difficulty you decide to play. Want to chill with friends? Stick to Hazard 2. Want a challenge? Crank it to 5 and prepare to sweat. It's completely down to personal preference, and it nails both of them brilliantly. Deep Rock Galactic's core gameplay centers around cooperative play as a team. While the game can be played solo, it's far better enjoyed with friends as a team. The co-op design is fantastic. The 4 classes synergize brilliantly, each offering tools the others don't, and there's nothing stopping you all being the same class too. Fancy just a team of gunners for overwhelming firepower? Go right ahead. It allows the team to play how they want to, with their loadouts and classes of choice. Deep Rock stands a leg above its peers. While there are other co-op games that play similarly, Darktide, Helldivers 2, Back 4 Blood, none capture the charm that Deep Rock Galactic has. While the aforementioned examples are good co-op games, not Back 4 Blood, Deep Rock has such a unique and addictive gameplay loop that it is hard to compare. And I'm not bashing any of those games either. I'm excited to jump into Helldivers 2 when it hits Xbox, but Deep Rock just has that dwarven charm that's impossible to top. Deep Rock Galactic is a fun, addictive and charming game. It does a fantastic job blending chaotic and cooperative gameplay into a truly unique experience that's incredibly satisfying to grind and just gets more addictive the longer you play. Like I said at the start, Deep Rock is a masterclass in co-op design. Its procedural caves, wild enemy encounters and unforgettable teamwork moments all fuse into one glorious loop of mining, shooting and survival. It's charming, it's chaotic, it's honest, and it's one of the best co-op games you can play today. Deep Rock Galactic is the perfect combination of humour, teamwork and chaos. Its soundtrack, game mechanics and personality ooze of charm, camaraderie and fun. If you've not played this game already, do yourself a favour and install it. You won't regret it. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what's your favourite thing about Deep Rock Galactic. For Rock and Stone.